Hi all, welcome back. This is Abhinav Johari from QA Guides. If you have any inquiry, you can call me on plus 919252204535. Okay, so we will continue with new topic. Fine. So today we will start with page object model. Okay, see, go through all these my 26 modules. You will be perfect in Selenium. You can clear any interview. You can create any framework. Okay, so now let's go move to page object model. See, page object model is quite similar to our data driven, but the difference is that here we need to implement page factory. Okay, here we need to implement page factory. So let's start. So most important concept in page object model is interface and inheritance, as well as encapsulation. Most important is interface and encapsulation. So we'll start with the basics of page object model. Okay, I am creating a new project with the name as module 27. Okay, I will explain the concept of oops. If you have gone through all my videos, you must have understand the concept of oops very clearly, but I will explain it again. Okay, OOPS, and it will be both. Okay, I am creating a new class with the name of car. Okay, C capital, finish. In this new car, what I am doing, having function public void start. So I have created two functions. One is start, car is starting, and another is stop, that is car is stopping. Okay, now let's create the object of class car. Now I am creating another class test car. Okay, that is the main function. Okay, and in this I am creating the object of car class. Okay, and in this c dot start, we call c dot start and c dot stop. Fine. So when you will run it, you will have car starting and stopping. This is very simple. Okay, now suppose I create a new class with the name as Audi car. Okay, see, Audi is a car. Audi is a car. So here come the concept of inheritance. Okay, so car is the parent class and Audi is the child class. So Audi car will inherit the features of car class. Okay, but car class will not inherit the features of Audi class. Getting the things? So for inheritance, we use the keyword known as extends. So Audi car extends car class. Getting the things? So now under test car, if I create object of Audi car, this is C1 is equal to new Audi car. Okay, and I gave C1 dot start and C1 dot stop. So it will call the functions of car class. Okay, see, it has start, car start, car stop, car start, and car stopping. Now what I have done, I have created a open GPS function in Audi car. Okay, and I go to test car. If I put here c dot open, see, open GPS will not be available in car class, but if I go to Audi class c1 dot open GPS, it is available here. Okay, so parent cannot inherit the things from child, but child can inherit from parents. Now let's create a new class with the name as engine. Okay, and let me create a function in it. Now I have created a new function with the name as startup. So engine starting. See, previously Audi is a car, that is inheritance. Getting the thing, that was inheritance. Now engine, car has a engine. Car has a engine. What it means? It is encapsulation. Where we use is a relationship, sorry, has a relationship, then it means it is encapsulation. Getting the thing? It is encapsulation. Encapsulation means object inside object. What? Object inside a object is known as encapsulation. So in car class we can have, oh sorry, we can have reference of engine, that is engine, engine e. Okay, and class also has a name, so it can be name. Okay, and what we can do here, see, I can create e is equal to new engine. This is the object of engine class. Okay, and here I can call e dot start. Fine. So now you run it. We can also have name to the engine, like say what I say, I can have string engine name. Okay, we can have it. Now what I do, I create the object c1. So under c1 I am having engine, so under c1 I go, I access engine. Under that I have e name, engine name. Okay, is equal to new Mercedes. Any engine name can be there. Okay, so what I am trying to say here, that I have accessed c1 class under which we are having another class. Okay, it has c1 has engine and it is the name of that engine. Okay, so we have access to two classes and its function. Okay, and this concept, object has an object and which has value, this concept is known as encapsulation. Okay, so now let's see why we use this thing in page object model. Okay, so I am creating a new module, that is module 28 POM page factory. Finish. And what I will do, I will include all the Selenium jar files. So think, I have to automate facebook.com. Okay, now I will first of all go to my login page and after that other pages. Okay, so in page object model we have page classes. Okay, so let us create a new package with the name as pages. Okay, and as soon as we launch the Facebook, we get the launch page of Facebook. So I am creating a new class known as launch page. After launch page we have login page. So I create a new class with the name as login. Okay, and after login we have the rendering page. Okay, or we can say we have a home page. Okay, fine. And after login, if we click on profile, we will get the profile page. Okay, so we will have another page known as profile page. Okay, page object model is more successful on websites which have similar type of pages, like traverse through flipkart.com. So we have all the pages, they are selling different products, but pages are same. Okay, man is selling man item, woman selling woman item, electronics, but they items are different, the page format is always similar. Okay, so let's create a new package with name as test cases. Okay, it will have test cases for say profile. Okay, I am creating a new class here, profile test finish. Okay, under this we can have test at the rate test public void test profile. In test profile, let have a object of launch page. I am renaming this home page to landing page. Okay. Fine. And on landing page, what we can have, public void go to home page. Okay, and in that what we can do, I am not writing the full code, we can have driver dot get Facebook. Okay, or what we can do, we can create the object of login page. Okay, and we can return the object of login page itself. So what we have done, I have created the object of login page and I am returning the same. So what I can return, I can return okay, error gone. I made somewhere else, sorry. So make this login page function under launch page, because on the launch page only we give the login. Okay, make it like this. We can make the change name also, it will be more attractive if I name it to go to FB login page. So launch page function will have the login page function. Okay, as soon as you call the login launch page, what will happen, it will create the object of login class. Okay, and login page will be returned. So now in test case we will write launch page LP is equal to new launch page, and launch page will represent a empty page. Getting the things? Launch page will represent a empty page, and this will return the object of, that is login after going to login page. We need to enter username and password login. So login page will have username and password. So we will have a function do login in login. Okay, because now we have to go to login page and we will provide username password. As soon as we will provide with the driver code, as soon as we provide with driver code, and we need to return the object of landing page, because after providing username password, where you will go to landing page. So here what I am doing, I am returning landing page, I have created the object of landing page and I am returning it. So now landing page, what it will do, it will return profile page. So see, we are going page by page. Okay, we'll discuss it next session. Thank you.